First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in down. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First carry, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934, and it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Allen now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
This fielded right at the goal line. Room to run at the 50. Khalif Raymond. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
16 more on that one and another first down. They go right back to Singletary. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's intercepted. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Hold on.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the...
It's caught at the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he's got room. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Now Goff on first down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Value three.
Out of the gun. Goff. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Hey, kill. We go, 76.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Super 66. Super. Hey, let's go.
To the air again, Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the
line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Touchdown! Brock Wright with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handle?
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ric Flair.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Value 3. Value 3.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Swift is in for a Lions touchdown.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeout. On first down, gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. DC. 12. Rick Flair.
Now gone. Open man right side is St. Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Goff throwing again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first.
Yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hold on. Check.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
2 for 1.
On first down, it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Goff throwing complete for Swift, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Allen now looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Hey, kill. Faster. 76, come on. 76. 2 for 66.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Back to throw. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Show. Rick Flair.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. They run with Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now in 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. One final try here for Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. To about the 35, 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Singletary again. And some room to roam now. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Singletary is in. Touchdown, Bills. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Rick Flair. Go. Maverick.
To throw is Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 2nd and 7, Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 24, Goff flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
12. Tiger. Go, 12, go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be out right at the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff going to throw it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Goff now looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Lions 56, Bills 24.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from and deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.